For the longest time, I had a very big misunderstanding as to why God sent his Son, Jesus Christ, and why Jesus willingly went to the cross. It was not for me. God did not kill his Son on the cross for me. That was not the main purpose of this. God did it for himself, so that his wrath, so that his justice, so that his mercy, so that his love, so that his glory could be shown on the cross for himself and himself alone. I am secondary. I get the benefit of his main reason for going to the cross. And because I had for so long a misunderstanding as to why that had to occur, I had a misunderstanding of my relationship towards God. And it's understandable why a lot of people would balk at this. But if we read throughout Scripture and we don't have an understanding of why God did all these things, there are going to be places that are going to be very disturbing for us. Example, Romans 9. It talks about that God making vessels specifically for wrath for his own glory, so that the vessels that were meant to be saved could be saved. And this brings about the whole thing of being doomed from the womb. And when we understand the full purpose and the full nature of God, that God gives glory to himself and himself alone, that God does justice for himself and himself alone, righteousness for himself alone, love, mercy, all these things for himself alone, we begin to understand our place in the grand scheme of things. And for a lot of Christians, that gets really in our way of being at the center of everything. I am a beneficiary of God's, what the world would see as selfish doings in regard to killing his Son on the cross. I am the beneficiary. I don't care what his purposes are. I'm just grateful that I'm outside of his wrath and that I am a child of God through Jesus Christ now. It is beneficial to understand when you're working for a company what the company is all about. When you think that the company is for the betterment of humanity and for the helpfulness of the people, then you start getting ticked off when they start doing things that are contrary to that. But when you understand a company that is there to make profit and to make money, all of the stuff starts falling into place. And I know that that's a poor earthly example, but whenever you understand God's nature, when you understand why God does the things that he does, not for our benefit, but for his benefit, when you understand these things, lots of stuff in the Bible starts falling into place.